Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Fitzgerald all set to get this one started. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Here's Sky Moore on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. They're led out just by the fourth-year passer out of Iowa State, Brock Purdy.
From Mr. Irrelevant just 3 years ago to one of the highest-paid quarterbacks in the NFL, Brock Purdy has just been the model of competitive grit. And Kate, these 49ers just feed off of it. Is he the most talented? No, but he plays with tremendous heart, and his teammates follow him.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. That stop made by Derek Brown. We'll need to pause now after our first play. One of the D linemen injured on it, and medical staff out now to look at him. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. And the Panthers are just too much here. They're going to take him down. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. They send him left out of the slot. On 3rd down, Purdy. To the left side and wheeled in by Kittle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. Down the left sideline he goes. And a great play comes to an end. He's out of bounds just inside the red zone. Give him 37 on the play. And that gives the 49ers the 1st.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. That sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. McCaffrey running between the tackles. Makes the tackle. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Robinson will take it in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Panthers nothing.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Trevor Etienne to return this. A pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So here come the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they're brought out by someone still trying to live up to that #1 pick status from the 2023 draft. Now in his 3rd season from the University of Alabama, it's Bryce Young.
Watching Bryce Young in Alabama, he just made the game look so easy. One of those rare prospects where everything just feels like it's in slow motion and he's in total control. Well, fast forward to the NFL, and he took a beating early in his career. Everything must have felt like a blur. But there's no denying the promise he has as a quarterback, that high upside that made him the #1 pick overall.
They're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. Get 22 out of that play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
Humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. The one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Shotgun snap now to Young. Pulled in by Tommy Trumbull. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. He's got it on the bootleg. He finds Evans, left side. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Teammates notice when they got a guy willing to take it on the chin to get rid of the pass. That's a pass that's going to earn a lot of points with the other 10 players, not just today, but when they go back and watch that play on tape.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Young working from the gun. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. To the air, yet again. Young. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you could take a whole bunch of pride in not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the first.
On comes Ryan Fitzgerald and the Panthers field goal team here on fourth down. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Fitzgerald sends this through, and it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Isaac Gorindo to return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Second drive coming up for this 49ers offensive unit. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. '49ers to the line, 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Now here he goes on the boot. Short pass brought in. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. As I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. On the counter, McCaffrey. On the move, past the 40. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. We have an injured player down there. Looks like it's a member of the Panthers in some discomfort. First and 10 from the 32. Play action now with Purdy. And that's going to fall incomplete. They wanted to get it right back to him after that run, but no luck on that throw.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Tackle made by J.C. Horn.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers get 6 more on their early advantage. George Kittle, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Extra point set right down the middle. And the 49ers drive their lead to 11.
Panthers 3.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Set to return, it's Chuba Hubbard. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now for the second time, we take a look at this Panther offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Dowdle. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Here's Dowdle again. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Prime Time. We've got the 49ers in front. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They're looking at 3rd and still 10 here. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
On 4th down, Panthers going to turn to Sam Martin to punt this one away. Fields this at the 19. He dodged the tackle. And a nice return out of him. Maybe a little further up past their own 30. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. They'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. Well, this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
From the gun is Purdy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play. You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
On 4th down, looks like the 49ers sending out Thomas Morstead now to punt. Panthers with Trevor Etienne deep to return. And this gets all the way down inside the 5. The officials blow it dead at the 4-yard line. The Panther offense headed out to the field. And they couldn't be backed up much further, Brock. A safety, really the only concern as they take possession here inside their 5-yard line. First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the gun, Young. He lofts it deep right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
2nd and 10 now. Young's going to try again. Finds him over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
A gain of 4. And this is 3rd down.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Carolina in punt formation. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. Not much room, but he's still able to crush it. Starts from the 44. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So here come the 49ers on offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here.
So whatever it is, they got you thinking that you Superman. I got the kryptonite. The mic, that's characters, not even good actors. What's gonna be the outcome? Let's add up all the factors. Whack, twisted.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Down he goes. The Panthers got him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasting no time in getting that sack.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. He finds a little opening, but not much. Picked up about 4 on 2nd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. They'll throw, 3rd and long. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. A quick 3 plays, Brock, and we have arrived at 4th down just like that as he comes through with some contact to break up what looked like a catch.
Now, guess what, Kate? These guys aren't getting paid by the down defensively. They want to get themselves off the field in as few snaps as possible, and there was no way they were letting this drive extend beyond a 3 and out.
I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. The Panthers set to take the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Young on the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or 2.
After the sack could really use a big play here on 2nd down. It's 2nd and 15. Young looking to throw. Hauled in left side. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
5 yards on the pickup. And this is 3rd down.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. They'll air it out on 3rd. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. Deep for the 49ers is Sky Moore. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And the fair catch brought in right at the 40. Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. And they're going to throw out of the gun. Tying it to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Here's McCaffrey. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. He crosses the 35. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
I'll tell you what, Kate, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
4 yards on
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Kittle's got it on the slant. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. 49ers with the lead here at Levi Stadium. They'll come up on 1st and 10. Purdy to throw it. Completed left side there to Jennings. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, they need 7. Now Purdy. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. Great coverage all the way to the sideline. They're on him to end that quick pass before he can get vertical.
Simply put, Kate, that's just job well done by the defense. You get a completion on 2nd down and go backwards, that's some pretty superhuman effort and want to from this defense.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Throw here, 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. He has the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers push their lead to 18.
Panthers 3.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Hubbard with a return here. Escapes a defender. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here come the Panthers, taking over late in this first half. And losing by 3 scores, they'll have a final chance to take at least 3 off that deficit. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Young. Cops, this is Xavier Leggett. And he's sent down right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Young working from the gun. Completed over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the 2 of them.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Now the Panthers decide to spend their 3rd final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
2nd and 3 now. To the air yet again. Young. Short pass brought in. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. 6-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's Young again. All the time in the world. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Robert with a return here. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Out come the Panthers. Their offense has it first here to start quarter number 3. In that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And what a big play that was on 1st down, but we also have a flag. This might be coming back.
Downfield.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Still 1st down.
Here's Young to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they face 2nd and long.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
This one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's going to run for it. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
You know, that's a really good play. I know it doesn't get the 1st down, doesn't keep them on the field, but what it does is it keeps that defense honest. And I promise you, the next time in that situation, they'll have that run in the back of their minds.
They'll send out the punting unit. And he's been one of the players of this game. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yard to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun is Purdy. And it's Boone with the catch outright. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the 1st down.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. From the gun, McCaffrey. Gets some space around midfield. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that means it'll be 1st down San Francisco.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
They send the tight end in motion. Going to the ground again on 1st. Man, those running lanes are closing up fast, aren't they? He's held to just a yard.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Going run again with McCaffrey. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball, make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Third and long for him here. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that gives the 49ers the 1st.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Hits his running back. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Hits him on the out route. And he'll go down here at the 16.
There's no route on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. Again, it's Brock Purdy. He's making a bid for it. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The 49ers push their lead further to start the half. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown! They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. The point after splits the upright. And the 49ers continue piling onto this lead.
38, Panthers 3.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Hubbard with a return here. Jukes away from one. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Carolina offense headed out now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. New set of downs for him from the 31. Young on 1st and 10. Finds him on the crossing route. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Young on the play action. Throwing the out route complete. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to bring up the Carolina 1st down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. From the pistol, it's Young. Cut near the goal line. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Dowdle is in for the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
This is Ryan Fitzgerald on to try the extra point. extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers make it an 18-point game.
Panthers 10.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Galindo to return it. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Niners to the line. 1st and 10. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talked about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on 2nd down.
Offense to the line. 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. To the left side and reeled in by Kittle. And he'll get it up to the 27.
To number 85, George Kittle. It's a gain of 4.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. It's the 49ers with the football and a comfortable lead as well. Panthers countering with a dime package here. 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. This one's out to Pearsall on the left side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do it through the offseason, you do it through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. It's fielded at the 14. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. A motion to tight end left. Here's Young on 1st and 10. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows and the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. Motioning the tight end now. A 2nd down throw for Young. Tremble with the grab. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap now to Young. On the left side. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
and those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
All set to go now from the 35. Shotgun give now to Dowdle. And that run good for a handful as it brings up second down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. On the ground again with Dowdle. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stop just a little bit shy of the marker.
Winters on the stop. It's a gain of 3. And this is 3rd down.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Got his man. This is McMillan. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First down, Young. That's complete, dialing up McMillan again. And he's able to get it past midfield and down onto the 49er side.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Second down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, Young. That's caught, Jimmy Horn Jr. He's still going at the 30. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play, down to the 19. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that is 5 sacks for this defense in this game as their latest brings up second down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks has built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Young working from the gun. That is caught. It's McMillan again. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Here's Hubbard on the give. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Panthers get it back to within 2 possessions. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in this case.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses before they find pay dirt.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers make it an 11-point ball game.
Panthers 17.
Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Moore with a return. He's got a lane up past the 30. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. They'll send their tight end right. On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. They stick with McCaffrey. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
And the 49er, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
And he's down to almost, oh, no, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Sending love from my bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try it right with McCaffrey. Like the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get it behind the line. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Putting the tight end in motion. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Now the Panthers decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock.
1st and 10.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Here's Robinson up the middle. And not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Running back sent in motion. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. 49ers up by 11. Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. From the gun is Purdy. Pass brought in by Jennings. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Design quarterback run here. So the 49ers take the win here in front of the faithful in Santa Clara. Well, Brock, when it comes down to it, never an easy task trying to knock off a team inside their own building, right? You really see them come out with just a different kind of energy.
It's what every player is told, dating back to your Pop Warner and high school days. Defend your home turf. When somebody comes in and tries to knock you off inside your own building, well, you need to have the fortitude, the guts, the resolve to fight back and go get those wins. What an energized locker room right now. It always is when you do your collective job successfully and you do it in your own house.